Hey Joshua. Think- Joshua, do you even do lives? Cause I don't. If you do, I'm not getting none of your notifications. I'm getting none of your notifications. Okay, what time is it? Okay. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is drop the link. Hold on. Let me pull my. Let me do something real quick. Mm, Yes. Men been haters. Let me can't alright guess. Invite copy. Let's see. Alright, now how do I put that? How do I put it? Hey Roz, how do I put it in the chat? Oh, hey, wait, nope, that's private chat. Post a comment. There I go. I got it. There you go. Um, Hello everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for the support. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Um, as y'all can see, comments and stars. If y'all can see my topic, I'm surprised. I am surprised. I'm just now seeing the shit, and I'm surprised. And it's crazy how I'm discovering that men. All right, hold on. I'm doing this sucker on my phone. All right, I guess. Add. You in? Did I do it right?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are
I
you?
never get on this thing this early. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now
I'm
waking up
freaking
with
supposed to be at
YouTube.
work, but they like let me off and shit like that.
That's
Hey,
good.
humble God.
Congratulations.
Huh?
I said, that's good. Congratulations. But yeah, I wanted to show some love, show some support.
Thank
Men
you.
been haters. Men was haters when we was little. Like if you beat them at a game, oh, I don't like that game anyway. That game is weak. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Even
you are
now, like,
freaking right.
yeah, like even now, right? If it's you, and I hear feedback. Is that me?
That might be
Hey, what
me.
up?
That might be, it's my phone. My phone stay doing that.
Good morning, Riaz. I wanted to say,
Hey,
like, even now, if you and your dude start a YouTube page and you get more followers than him, he gonna sit there and say, "Oh, well, they only subbing to you because you a lady." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, men
Right.
been haters since day one, girl.
yeah.
And I
No,
never
no,
listen.
I totally feel you. Wait, I was gonna say, I totally feel you on that though, because they kind of that I kind of feel that because I kind of get that same energy back on me. I can feel that though, because men kind of hate on other men also. When you say it like that, yeah, that is
Hmm.
true. And I just like, I'd rather be soft than be like them.
Right. But I never knew that men will be hating on women. I'm older now. I would think that that would stop at a certain age. Like, there's no need to hate on us at this age and time.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
but men also hate on younger men also. I'm young though, and probably
right.
there's like a lot of older guys hate on me. They're calling me soft, or they're calling me a girl because I'm a soft-spoken person.
Oh my gosh, they so stupid.
Yeah, they call
Hmm.
me a girl. They call me a girl, or they call me gay for talking softly.
That's so stupid and immature. But
Like,
you not
not
no
all
girl
men
because
are
you
supposed to
soft.
speak deep though. Not all men are supposed to do that.
Right.
You know what's the strange thing now? No offense to you, Riaz, because we all know you're a refined gentleman. You're different than the average man, you know?
Right.
Hmm.
But what's killing to me now, right? And I don't know if it's because I'm 40 plus now, older woman,
Right.
I guess, is that men exhibit female hater qualities now. Like
Oh my gosh.
it's like, yeah, this supposed to be me and another woman interact like this, not me and a man. Like I'm gonna
Right,
start calling
like,
you Keisha because you acting like a Keisha right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
yes,
right. And
the
they
vibe
talk,
is definitely
hey
changed
Larissa,
with
how you
men.
doing? Larissa, right? Because, all right, I'm at my job, right? So I'm doing my work. So this guy trying to holler at me. He goes, he's another coworker. He tried to holler at me. He asked me, was I married? And I said, no, I'm not married. So he said, okay, I just want to make sure that I'm glad you're not married. So the one of my other coworkers, I will tell you how he is. This man is nowhere in competition. He cannot be, and he's a fart, an old fart. But that's on him. So he says, oh yeah, but you better watch out. So I didn't say nothing because I'm trying to think he not talking about me. So he's like, yeah, you better watch out because I said, watch out for what? I said, what you trying to say? He tried to say it in a weird way. He was like, the guy was trying to figure out like what you trying to say. Like he said, cause she got kids. I looked at him. I looked at the guy. I looked at him. So I'm trying. I didn't say nothing. So I'm trying to figure out what are you trying to say. So what? I got kids. That's what I'm saying in my head. He was like, nah, cause she got kids. She got a lot of kids. I looked at this man and I said, how rude are you? I said, so what you trying to say? He's like, oh, cause you don't want to deal with a woman with kids, cause if she got kids, then the fathers is still will be around. What does that fucking mean? The fathers are supposed to be around if you have children. The man said to him, he looked at him, he's like, so what? She got children. What's the point? He said, you don't want to deal with that. He said, I asked her, was she married? I didn't ask if she had kids. I didn't even care about the kids. Like, I don't even care if, like, that wasn't even my next term. Like, we would like to even say, what's the point? Like, if I was worrying about kids, that's for you got kids, mom. He said I dealt with women with kids. I dealt with women with 4 kids. So what are you trying to get? And when I looked at him, I was like, what was the point of you telling this man I got kids? Like you could have been knocking my future husband. What the fuck? And he said, "Oh nah, because the father's still in their lives." And I said, first of all, let me tell you this: my kids are big. So if you talking about babies, no, he don't even need to see my kids. So when I seen that happen, and I know this guy longer than I knew the guy that was asking me out. And I was looking at him like, yo, that was straight fucking salt in the game, bro. I don't know what you thought you was getting out of that, but that's crazy you said that.
Men be talking and moving like they want to be the other woman. You ever be dating a dude and his homeboys are all haters on your relationship, even though you good to him? Like, men be acting like they want your man. It's weird out here. Good morning, Joshua.
I never wait, let me mute him real quick. I never knew, but see, I never experienced that before because the guys that I dealt with, I never been around their friends like that. Like they friends was they friends. I never intertwined with their friends, only if it was at a gathering. So I never knew or got that experience that they friends was like, nah, she not good and all this other stuff. I never got that. That was the first time I ever experienced another man commenting on my lifestyle. And he never talked to me about my kids. So how the fuck do you know I got kids and how many kids you think I have?
But you know what's crazy? That's what we came up with. That's how traditional men and women were. We had our separate spaces. We didn't gossip with each other. None of that. Now, all of those gender roles and those boundaries are not even there no more.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that. I'm starting to understand that because the way he responded, it was like I was really really surprised he said it like that. Like you even said that in front of me. Like that wasn't insulting.
Hmm. Yeah, I probably, yeah, I
Hello,
agree
food
with.
stamps.
Yeah. Wait, but I was gonna say I agree with you. I'd probably say that's Western men as a whole, to be honest though. I'm probably, from my origin, it's probably I'm like South Asian descent, so probably bit Eastern societal thing though. Basically with me, like when we have guests and stuff like in my home, whereas they're supposed to be divided. Ladies sit with ladies, guys sit with guys, and if they're gonna be mixed, they all have to be separated. The way I'm raised though. I'd say that's more of a Western men thing. Hmm?
Go ahead, go ahead. What you gonna say, Joshua? Oh, I guess he can't. He not saying. Hey, 1983. Oh, wait a minute. Let me unmute him. Joshua, can you hear me? He sound like he's traveling.
Joshua be on the move.
Right, Joshua.
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
All right, unmute him. Yeah, I never experienced that before. That was shocking. He did that. He was an older guy. He has to been like I'm 40, so he had to been like in his mid 50s and 60s. Like, I mean, his mid 50s, early 60s. And I'm a friend to the guy. And when he said that, I looked at him like, yo, that was so fucking rude to say. Like, but I'm not afraid of my kids and I'm not afraid to announce that. But the way you said it was like, don't get involved with her because she got kids. Like, what the fuck is wrong with dealing with somebody with kids? Nothing. I never thought that was going to be. I was just surprised he did that. So
See,
that's
I
not.
hate when a woman do that to me, where a woman be talking about my business for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be the most innocent thing, like, oh yeah, she live over whoop 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 and she work at whoop. Why are you running my business to someone, right? So
Right.
imagine a man running your business down to someone. That is so feminine, you know,
But my
but
thing is,
not
I
good
never
in any
talk shit
case.
about my kids. So what are y'all walking around the base talking about me? Like, yo, she look
Exactly.
mad good. I want to fuck her, but she got kids.
But when did men used to do that? Men never used to do that.
Never, never. Only time I got the hate from a man is when they like if I was like around a lot of dudes and they would say like sexual comments or they would make like comments like, yeah, she can't do that. She can't like that's the closest hate I got from a man. Not that kind of hate. That was like females sitting around gossiping and talking. Like you it sounded like you forgot that I was actually standing there and you was talking about me to somebody else. That's what it felt like. You was sitting around your little female-ish friends and y'all just gossiping and talking, sitting back just talking about the people. And that's how I felt when he did that. And tomorrow I'm gonna go ask him like, why the fuck did you do that?
I know some people gonna say, "Oh, it's 2024. Don't talk like that," but I still believe in gender roles. You know, it's a place for all
Like,
of us.
yep.
And for men to be walking around gossiping about the potential of talking to a woman, that is just so weak to me. You know what I'm saying? If you interested, go talk to that woman and ask her. Like I
Right,
wouldn't
because
even
the
want to
guy wasn't
talk
even
to no
talking to
man that had to collaborate with another man on who I could potentially be before approaching me. Like
right.
you already young minded and you already sassy. No bueno.
The guy wasn't even talking to him. The guy never met this man. The guy don't even talk to him. He was a Jamaican man. They don't play that. Them Caribbean men don't talk about their vagina to the next man.
Girl, love it,
So for him
right?
to do that, that man was looking at him like he was crazy. Like, why would you say that? Like, I asked her was she
Hmm.
married. I'm worried about the nigga. I ain't worried about no kids. So now I gotta get cock blocked. I'm getting cock blocked from other men for my dating process too. So that is gonna be a milestone. So you're gonna have a lot of men saying, nope, don't do it, don't do it. And I asked him, why did you say that? He said, oh, because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't mess with nobody with no kids. I looked at him up and down, and I wanted to say, but the way you look, no females is gonna bother you. But I said, I'm not gonna say that because look how you look saying that to somebody, and the man looked at you like you was crazy. You act like you top notch. He wasn't top nowhere near top notch. Not even someone his age would want to deal with him. And I was just like, you might be sad inside. That's what it is. And either you was feeling me trying to holler at me or you was hating.
Like you did a show the other day ago about dating in your 40s, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I got super single when last summer, the end of last summer, right?
Right.
And so this is like being brand new into your 40s, being
Mm-hmm.
single, dating and relating to dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so strange because the men have changed. Like they always talk about women being damaged. Oh, she got a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of kids.
Yep.
Oh, she got daddy issues.
Right.
Oh, she got touched as a kid. Oh, she
Right.
grew up in poverty. Just everything, every single thing they put on a woman, right?
Right.
But what I'm learning at 40 plus is irregardless of a woman's history, irregardless of her circumstances, when we go out here into the dating world, we meet a lot of damaged men. At
Yep.
this age, they are so damaged, eyes.
I'm talking to two guys right now, and the things that they're telling me, they're damaged. They're like really damaged. And then, like one guy, he said, "Oh, I said, so what made you stop like messing with her?" He said one thing about her, she's dirty. And I said, she's dirty. He said, but my kids will come out clean, but our house is dirty. And I said, but what do you consider dirty? But the whole time your breath was smelling like shit the whole time.
Mm-mm-mm.
So I
And
said,
they're very picky and opinionated. And it's like, you don't even match your quota. You know what I'm saying? You're not even at that standard.
that's what I said. I said, I like no, I'm not trying to. I'm talking about them no, them men that like I was speaking on somebody. It was his name was Big Mac, and I was talking to his brother. His brother said that for me to stop finding guys like that, I have to move out of my area. I have to go out of where the quality of men are way better. And I took that heed because so far the guys that I'm talking to, they quality is not good. Like they so messed up in the head that they thinking what they're doing is right and it's wrong. Like how would you talk about your baby mother saying her crib was dirty, but your breath would smell like shit, right? And you don't notice. Then the other guy, he's having issues with his life, that his past life, and he can't let go of his past life. So every time you get drunk, you're crying or you're fighting or, you know, shit like that. And I'm like, damn, y'all talk about us being so trauma. Y'all judge our life so much, like you said, that y'all need to look back at yourself. And y'all not even prepared to jump back into a relationship, but y'all quick to say, oh, relationship time. What you said, mattress on the floor, mold in the bathroom here, all over the place. Listen. Oh, that's what you call dirty. Okay, okay. Dishes in the sink, dirty refrigerator. Dirty refrigerator. A lot of women live like that. I see it every day. Really? Are we talking about who is this? Okay. I hope I didn't drop you down. Hold on, did I mute you by
No, it was
accident?
me. I had to answer a call and he kicked me out.
Um, he said what he called it dirty is mattress on the floor, mold on the bathroom, hair all over the place, dishes in the sink, dirty refrigerator. A lot of women live like that. Okay, All right, now let's say dishes in the sink. Are we talking about them sitting there or a bunch of people just ate and dishes just appeared in the sink? Or things getting dirty and they not cleaning it? Because you can easily get a dirty refrigerator and dirty dishes. The problem is, are they cleaning it? When you see a sink full of dishes, or while you waiting for a sink full of dishes, how long you waiting to clean those dishes? You should have cleaned it right away. Your refrigerator, the same goes the refrigerator. I give you 3 days to clean your dirty refrigerator.
I have a question though. When men spit out those type of things or people bring them up, what age are the females they're talking about? Because
Thank you.
generally, that's not the
Thank you.
struggle of a 40 plus woman.
Thank you.
But
Thank
when
you.
we meet these men that are 40 plus, right? They got addiction issues already. You know what I'm saying? They have substance issues already. They burnt out. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, and when I mean burnt out, like they have no hustle left. Like, how do you get to 40 that you're too tired to make another dollar? You know what I'm saying? Um, that ambition. If they never had ambition their entire life and they've not been motivated their entire life, meet them at 40. It's really horrid, you know? Um,
There you go.
What up, Oz?
What's
hey,
up?
boo
Thank you
stamps.
for
The
coming.
reason why I say that is because I currently work as a handyman in an apartment complex that has at least 1,800 units plus.
Right.
So I'm in these apartments. I see how people live, and I can tell you from what I've seen, it's a lot of single females past 35
Right.
with multiple kids, and the house looks dirty as fuck, and that shit gets me tight. And the funny thing is, where I work at, they did a whole renovation to each apartment. So they basically getting everything brand new.
Brand new, right?
You go in these apartments that's just been finished renovated, and they look horrible. Horrible. And I see this
Mm,
every day. And like I said, the majority of the dirty households that I see is from single female in the
yeah.
house.
Hmm.
And the ones that and no, don't get me wrong. I come across some houses that has both parents and shit,
And it's
but
still
not as
good.
dirty, not
Okay.
as dirty as a single female with like a more than one kid. Like the floors don't even be mopped. I
Oh
go in
no.
the bathroom, around the hair
Right. Right.
everywhere. The toilet's disgusting. You know the bottom of the toilet where the two bolts is at,
Right.
yellow,
Mm.
like it's just disgusting. So I know what homeboy's talking about.
Okay, cause
But then
I check.
again,
Sorry,
Then
go ahead.
again, like you said that somebody told you that you have to go somewhere else to look for better things. That's not necessarily true, because
Okay.
you can
Okay.
find something good in horrible conditions. You feel me?
You
I'm
right.
shocked to hear you say women of a certain age have houses like this. But I do have to
Who?
take your expert opinion because you do maintenance, so you see it
Right.
all.
I see.
But
Yes,
like
I see
we're
it every day.
raised by the golden era women, the baby boomer women, and boy, they stayed on us about cleaning up. So I don't know what happened with these women.
That's the social. Well,
But
yeah,
do
yeah.
you
Social
think
media
because
got their hands to them
do
because
you think it's
like, I'm
because it's one adult in the household and it's full of kids?
well that the fact of the single parent household that might take part of it, but also any woman that's in my age range that's like in their 40s now,
Right.
they got caught up with the social media boom. Like they see everything on social media, they want to follow it, and it kind of distorts that mindset to what a natural working household is supposed to be.
Right.
You feel me? Because
Okay, because I'm a mother with 6 kids. And my house can get chaotic. I'm gonna put a video how chaotic my house can be. Cause I wanted to post that. I recorded it how dirty my living room was. One I got a new one because I showed the old one. The
yeah,
first one. And but when my house get chaotic, it might be like that for like 3 days. After 3 days, I'm like, nah, this cannot be like this. We got to get this together. And that means we pulling everything out, scolding the corners with hot water, wiping behind the stove, wiping down the areas where they're at, excessively organizing the closets, boiling the side of the toilet.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just my excessiveness.
But
So,
at least you cleaning. For what I seen, like let's say I go into an apartment today to fix something, right? And
hey,
then
Angie.
like a month later, I get another work order for that same apartment. Ain't nothing changed. You feel
Wow.
me? Nothing changed. Like I go back. Sometimes I go in an apartment and then I'm like, nah, I refuse to do the work. Like one
Really?
oh my yeah, like one time and I feel bad, but like come on.
No.
Like one time I some lady, it was under her kitchen sink. One of her pipes was kind of loose.
Right.
Soon as I opened it, it's like a million roaches.
Oh
And
my
I'm not gonna work
Uh,
in that type again. Remember, these apartments are renovated, brand new.
So they shouldn't be having that much
You
roaches.
shouldn't have. Well, I
so
can't
that
say that
mean they just
because
trifling, not cleaning,
I can't
trifling,
say
not
that because
cleaning.
during the renovation process, some of these roaches might find a place to hide, and when everything's said and done, they come back out. But that's very few. But when I tell you, all right, for instance, I don't know if you ever smell like a roach infested.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
how
yes,
it
yes.
has a certain smell to it.
You could smell them. Yep, yep.
Now, when you can smell this before the door opens, you know
That
you
means
have
it's
a
a lot.
problem. Like again, I feel bad because maybe some people they're not up there, um maybe they have a mental illness, so that's not their
Right.
first priority. I give it to them, okay. But there's people that come on, you sitting down all day, like come on, at least take time, put your favorite
Or at
songs
least tell your
on,
kids to fucking get up and clean.
and that's the other issue. Like the kids, some of them be like little toddlers living in crazy ass conditions.
Oh man.
Like one instance, I went to an apartment, it was two little toddlers, and you know, no furniture in the living room, toys, clothes everywhere. The floor's not even swept or mopped. And it's like, God damn, if you're not doing it for yourself, at least do it for the kids.
What I know when I was younger, I wasn't very clean. I was not clean. I came from a chaotic house. So what I seen was normal.
Yeah,
So when I got to my first apartment, I didn't take care of it as good as I supposed to. I was still like a little kid. I had like mad garbage under the bed.
yeah,
Like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? When I got to my second apartment, I still was a little bit like that, but I kept things from under the bed. And I had somebody, a church lady, I thank God that she did people step in your life for a reason.
yeah,
She knew I was such a nice person and she saw my kids. She said, I know you love your kids. I say, why do you say that? She said, because when you go outside, your kids is clean from the T. So I know you love your kids. You are organized and clean. She said, but when I go into your house, that tells me you don't love your house. And I said, why you say that? She said, because the same way
Boom.
you love your kids is the same way you're supposed to love your house. You will take care of your house and take care of your kids the way you take care of your kids. And I understood that I understood it that moment. And she gave me about $100 and she said, take this $100 and I want you to do what you need to do for your house. When I took that $100 and I flipped that whole house, I added more to it because I was working and I flipped the whole house, a whole 360. And I came and showed her. She said that she couldn't because I was working and she kept knocking the door and I wasn't there. She thought I was running from her. And
yeah.
she said, I thought you took the $100 and you took it and you didn't do what you need to do. So I invited her to the crib. When I showed her the house, her jaw was on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah. Now don't
She
get me
said, you
wrong.
did that with my $100? I said, no, I just added to what you gave me. But
Now
I'm
don't get
sorry,
me
guys.
wrong. I made that statement about like the single female in the household type shit. But
Hmm.
it's exceptions, because
Right.
I do come in apartments where it is a single woman with kids, but the one thing that's different is um she's working, she's providing. You feel me?
Right, right.
Those type of apartments I go to, immaculate, immaculate. But I guess because they work, they the working class
They
type of
not
people.
right.
They. So I guess it depends the situation, the circumstances, and things like that.
I don't know. I can't say it. I don't know because um all right, when we first moved into my apartment, I always bring myself in it so I could let everybody know that I'm not I'm not saying I'm perfect. Like I told my kids, we're gonna keep this house on point. We're gonna keep it together. I did everything over. We kept it together. I'm not gonna lie, I had roaches in my apartment. I'm not gonna be ashamed of that. But and my kids, when your kids are lazy, shit start getting worse. And you be like, look, if you don't do what you need to do, this gonna get worse. I got them out my house. They're
Yeah,
no longer here. You can like drop your food. Don't worry about it.
yeah,
My floors are mopped 3 times each mop, 3 times a day.
yeah. I
So
gotta.
3 mops, three each. That's just so because the kids stay on the floor. And I don't even know if they dropping the food and they picking it up and eating it. That's just my little addiction situation. And if you're not up on your kids, telling your kids, stop doing this, stop doing that, they will get nasty and
Yeah,
put food in their room, throw garbage on the floor, don't take the garbage out.
Yes.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
will be screaming, coming in. My house is dirty. I'm not playing. I'm cutting off all the lights. Y'all not getting nothing. And they would tip top change so quick it'd be crazy.
Yeah, you gotta teach your kids that type of stuff because as they get older and God forbid, we pass on, they
They
have
gonna be nasty.
whatever we taught them, they have to
Yeah.
keep it up. So you have to
And you
teach
know
your
what?
kids to be tidy, clean up, and all that.
I'm gonna lean towards what Food Stamp said too. I have to come towards your way now. When I think
Mhm,
about it, there is one person that just grind my gears with how filthy she is.
mhm,
And that would
mhm.
be my dad's girlfriend. Even though they're
Mm.
older, like my dad's in his 70s and she's in her 60s, right? Or I would say probably her early 60s, right? She don't clean.
Oh man.
She's never clean. And I just think about like what my grandma said, every
Right,
woman who loved themselves would definitely take care of their home, right?
right.
This woman lives in a house full of filth. And my dad, being the type of dude that's always had a woman to do these things for him, he's a little displaced. Like, since he's gotten this woman in his life, she's just moved in and she's never upgraded anything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I don't think she vacuums. I'm not for sure if they have a vacuum. I'm thinking about gifting them one.
or
I
you
went to
better get
go
the sweeping and beating the rug.
Girl, I've done that so many times, but at the end of the day, it's
Hello,
like I
Sophie.
shouldn't have to come 2 hours to clean another woman's home. What is she here for? What is she here for? And then the
Right, like
craziest thing, you're talking about kids. I'm one child. She has like 4 or 5 grown kids that come over there often,
Oh
and they
hell.
don't think about cleaning nothing up either.
Yeah,
Like
that's
all of
crazy.
y'all just cool in the game.
But then think about it. You said that she doesn't clean, so maybe she didn't even. Her kids didn't pick. Her kids probably picked that up from her, not even cleaning.
That's what I was lending
right.
Because
support to y'all argument.
I
Yep,
know
it's
it.
it's
Like
just like that.
let's say my family, if we had somebody that was like that, when we visited their house, somebody was doing the dishes, somebody was sweeping, you know, somebody was
Right.
doing that.
Somebody like if I go to the family house and like my sister was like that. And not she wasn't like that, but when I went to her house, if I saw something dirty, my kids would get up and clean. And she'd be like,
Yep,
no, no. I said, no, this is what we supposed to do. We help each other out. Like my kids ain't gonna just sit in your
yep.
house and just, be dirty and add to your situation. No, we're gonna help you and we're gonna clean it up and we all you better do the same thing when you come over here when you see a dish, clean it and get it out the sink.
And you know what? At a certain point, not cleaning And having that disorganization, it affect your life terribly.
Yep.
Occasionally, I'll get something mailed to my daddy house. Mind you, this the house I was conceived in. This house been around my whole life, right? So I go down there. I want to say about a month ago, a couple of weeks, probably about a month ago, to go pick something up that's important to me that I got mailed there, right? Tell me why the mail is everywhere. It's on the front porch. It's all over the living room. It's all over the dining room. It's just like she lives life because I know she's the one who gets the mail, where she just grabs stuff and just sit it down anywhere, like anything in the whole house. I had to gather all the mail to organize it to
Right.
find out my mail was still lost. That's and when I call my dad about important business things for himself, you know how they mail older people things like doctor's appointments or what have you.
Right.
He
Right.
never knows what's going on because the mail out of order.
It's
So
everywhere.
not having a organized and cleaned house will affect your life negatively. And I just don't know how no woman could deal with that.
No, I noticed that too. When my house will be unorganized, I'm very on edge. And once my house get organized and clean, it's like, okay, I'm calm, I'm cool. I don't gotta think about that piece of paper on the floor, or the garbage is not taken out, or dishes in the sink, or the bathroom's dirty. Now I could just keep my mind on what I really need to focus on. So you're actually right. That does it. If your house is chaotic, you are chaotic. And when it comes down to the mail, even if you don't answer the mail, just get like one of them fabric boxes and just throw all your mail in there at least, so that
I
it's
just
not
bought
everywhere.
one for him. I hope it work out. I hope she she use it because she's really that type of woman. When food stamps got up here, he was spitting real spill. It's some
Right.
women that are like that. It is.
Right. And it got and to say she said my parents were clean freaks. We were always cleaning the house and extra cleaning. The guests are expected. Listen, I had a little bit of OCD, and I had to stop because it was making everybody else miserable. And I started developing it, and it started getting worse, and it started getting worse. And it just felt like all we was doing was cleaning, and we wasn't even having time for ourselves. We was By the time we finished cleaning one room, we going to the next, and that shit would be all day just trying to clean with kids, because they act like they can't take an hour and pause and just clean up. So it was like all day, and I had to one day sit with my house dirty and tell myself it's okay. It ain't filthy. That's the difference. It's not filthy. And I had to sit back and say, it's okay. I'm not going to die. The world is not going to end that the house is not together. But I can get it together tomorrow. And I would be wiping my walls down, cleaning out the drawers, making sure the edges of my refrigerator is clean, taking hot water and throwing it on the borders. I was like really excessive, and it can get very excessive. And I had to sit back and say, I had to take a big pause on that. But I think it's different from filthy and I can't even say dirty because dirty is filthy to me. Unorganized. Clutter house and cars, clutter mine is what they said, right?
But
If
for
I read that
example,
right.
before I go to the topic, do you
Um,
think that men hate on women?
right, yeah, because I totally got off my topic. So what food stamps? Did you hear the story before I started about the guy he cock blocked and told this man I got kids? Like you wouldn't mess with her because she got kids.
Oh, somebody was trying to bag you, and that was got
And
hated.
this nigga said, so Doc asked me, right? So we working, and he's like 2 feet away from me, and the other guy's like 2 feet behind me. So he said, Miss, can I ask you something? I said, yeah. He said, you married? And I said, no, I'm not married. He said, okay, I'm glad to know that you're not married. I said, okay. He said, but so the next dude that was behind me, he goes, oh, but you gotta be careful. So I'm sitting here saying, I'm thinking he gonna talk about my personality or something like that. He gonna say, "Oh, cause she got kids. She got a lot of kids." I said, "Oh wait, I think somebody No problem. And he said she got a lot of kids. And the guy looked at him and said, well, like, what you mean by that? And I kept saying, what you meant by that? He said, nah, if she got a lot of kids, that means the father is around. I said, of course the father supposed to be around. It's his kids. What the hell do you mean?
Yeah, that didn't make no sense.
Right. So he said, the guy was Jamaican. So he not worried about the kids. He said, man, I asked her was she married, not if she had kids. I'm more worried of the man, not the kids. And I said, I looked at him and was like trying to figure out why would you say that? Like you just totally cock blocked or you totally like that was like a real nasty movement. Why did you do that? So I'm
Yeah.
realizing that men can be haters too.
Well, maybe that the guy who made that statement, his taste is not, women with kids. So he just told homeboy that. 'Cause every guy has that preference. So I guess he just stated, oh, that lady has kids, whatever, whatever. But yeah, that shit don't make no sense.
The way he said it, it wasn't even said like he was trying to inform him. He said it with disgust.
That's crazy.
That's what made me look at him like I was quiet trying to figure out what he was trying to say, like what is so wrong with dating with women with kids. And I kept asking him, and all he could say was that their father was around. That's all he could saying. And then he could say, well, I wouldn't do it. That all right, but you not asking me out, bro. He
Yeah,
asked
yeah,
me
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is my job place. I've been for 20 years. Everybody know I got kids. Do you think he was even worried about that? And the man looked at him and was like, yo, I dated women with 4 kids and more. The kids is really what don't matter. Like,
Nah.
so something wasn't right in that mix. I want to ask him about like why did he say that? Like, I really want to get at him about that. Cause he said it was such disgust, like she got kids. You gotta be careful. Some men might not want you around the kids. I said, first of all, my kids' dad are is so involved with their kids that if I say I'm going out on a date, they'll come get them and let me go out on my date.
Yeah,
And if they don't want no man around their kids, they will come get their kids and then say, hey, go do what you want to do.
yeah. That's
Hello,
very true.
Angie, baby. How are you?
Good morning, Mama. I'm working.
Same here. Well, no, I'm getting paid being off, but keep that on the hush hush.
Lucky.
But did you hear what I said about that, Angie?
No, about what? I was coming in.
The guy said when one guy tried to ask me out. One guy imprudently stepped in and said, "Oh, you gotta be careful. She got kids, and not just kids, a lot of kids."
Oh, jeez.
Right. And I knew that guy for a very long time. And I looked at him and said, why would you say that about like you act like first of all, my kids is grown. Not all grown, but they big enough where they're not looking for another daddy. And second of all,
Right.
their father is very well involved in their life. So why would that even be a concept for to be worried about?
Yeah, it's mad rude. I mean, it sounds very rude.
He said it with such disgust. Food stamp said because maybe he don't prefer kids.
Maybe. I mean, that's possible.
But it wasn't like he was trying to inform the dude. The dude don't know him. The dude even checked him and said, "Yo, bro, I said it was she married, not was did she have kids." Like he didn't understand. Like he was from a foreign language and he didn't know what he was talking about.
It sounds rude, though.
Thank you.
Sometimes people say things, though, and maybe they don't realize that it sounds rude. Like some people are just rude. Is my speaker yucky?
No, you sound
No.
perfectly fine to me.
Oh, okay.
I hear a little echo. I thought it was me.
No, it's me. It's always been my phone. It's
Oh,
my
okay.
phone. I'm on my cell phone.
Yeah, I'm over here. I work remotely, so I'm like sitting here at work, like, you know what? I can work and do the like chop it up with her real quick. Like,
That's awesome that my son just got a job. Something like that for I forgot what the company he called. That reminds me, I gotta ask him about it. He said they paying him. He's coming home with $900 or something like that
right.
bi-weekly. I said, get the freak out of here. Bring the money. Yes, I need some money.
My younger one, he's 19
Uh-huh.
and he just got his first check and it was like $600 or something.
Ooh.
And I was like, he was so excited, like, Ma, look, like, I was like, I know,
Oh,
Noah, that's how it feels when you make money.
yep.
Like, he was so excited, like,
And don't
he,
you like it? And you gonna keep bringing in
well,
more
he's
and more and
busting
more.
his butt. Like, I tell my kids, right, I got a 29-year-old who's an electrician, and then I have the 19-year-old who graduated in June, and I've given him, almost all these months off. He just finished
Right,
school,
right.
whatever. But he works for a moving company. He works for the tire warehouse kind of thing, and he's doing night school for carpentry. So I can't complain.
Amen. Congratulations. I'm in that zone now with my kids. Like my son is 21 and I got two 19-year-olds. So I'm trying to concentrate on them. One gotta finish school because he seemed like he can't work and go to school. So I told him just finish school and then we think about the schooling. We need you out of that. Then my oldest son, I did what you did. He had just finished high school, graduated, and I wanted him to have like a little pay. He took about 2 years off, Lord. And I was like, boy, it's time for you to get a job now. You
Right.
can't do that. You got to get up now. You got like, so he does editing and he got that new job sitting at, phone talking and stuff like that. So my other son, he's still going to school. What was the first thing you brought with 12? Huh? Oh, your first check. What was the first thing y'all bought with or your okay, you probably misspelled something. Um, my first check, I was 16 years old.
I got in
I
trouble with my first check.
What you say?
I said I got in trouble with my first check.
What you did?
Shit, this was I was working summer youth, right?
Right,
So my mom was like, "Oh, the money you saved, you could buy your back to school supplies and clothes."
right,
Tell me why. Mind you, I was young. I was still a kid.
right, right.
I think that was one of my first jobs. I wound up buying a PlayStation, a couple of
What?
games. Yeah, I was a kid. I was like, I think I was in junior high school. So yeah, when it was time to buy the school stuff, she asked me where my money went, and I had to tell her I bought a PlayStation.
And
Got in
what she
trouble.
I
get?
bet she was hot as grease.
Yeah, she was mad, man.
Can you make you return it back?
Nah, I kept it. That was my mom. But yeah, I kept it. She wound up buying me my stuff and shit. But I learned a lesson though.
Oh, see, you got a good mom, cause I'd have made my kids suffer. I'd be like, you put on that same shit. You gonna recycle them papers. If it's not written behind it, you gonna write on the back of it,
And
and you're gonna
shit.
search for clean paper.
Golly,
Listen,
you mean?
I'm strict when it comes down to my kids. I don't play with them.
Yeah, but like every time as I was getting older from that experience, learning more about money, like I will always reflect back at that time and then realize like yeah, I should have saved
Mm-hmm.
because that was like I guess that was my first instinct in life, having someone tell me and teach me about saving money. And I was still a kid, so I didn't care about it because I was a child still. But as
Of
you get
course.
older, I always think back at that shit like damn,
Even as an adult, I regret some shit I've done. Like, you
Right.
didn't need that bag. Girl, why did you buy that? Like, even as an adult, we do it.
Yeah.
When when I was a kid, my first thing I bought was a cell phone.
I think the
And
first thing I bought was an eighth of weed and a new outfit. Real talk.
well, I bought a cell phone was my first back in the days, the human hair was like real good back in the days. So I bought my first cell phone and my first pack of braided human hair with my check.
Shit.
Then when I got older, I'm gonna tell you, when I moved into my first apartment, I was getting like $600 a week from unemployment. I was still getting. I just won a lawsuit from my mother's passing. Yo, I burned all that money, and I sit back and be like, yo, you know what I could have did with all that money?
Hmm.
Bought clothes. I was buying my son was a baby. I was buying the baby jerseys that came out, and they was snapping in between the real
Yeah, yeah.
jerseys.
I remember that.
That was the whole summer wear. That burnt my money up so fast. I was mad.
Oh, I guess I'm not the only smoker. I hear it.
Yeah, man.
I know the sound.
I'm stuffing the cold right now.
I can't. I work for corporate America. I'm
Uh,
processing like $183,000 bill. I can't smoke till I'm off the clock.
oh shit, right?
I
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
do the vape
The
because I don't
vaping.
want the rolling. I don't know how to roll. I don't want to do nothing of that.
Yeah, that's
Those
why.
pens
Like,
make me choke.
like I know how to roll a blunt, but that's why I stuff cones. Like you enjoy the weed better, the taste better, and all that shit.
Yeah, I can roll, but they're pregnant, but they smoke great.
She said I they pregnant.
Yeah, they are, but they smoke great.
Yeah.
She said I cashed my first one, took my little cousin out to dinner, movies, and bought a leather jacket.
Well, shit.
Okay.
Oh, that was smart. That was see, look. No, we all messed up on that first check.
Would I do it again? I probably would. Probably
I
would buy
would
that
too.
PlayStation. I'll buy that PlayStation over again.
Mm, okay, if you had the opportunity to take if you had the opportunity to replay that moment over, you think you would do that again?
Yeah, I'll buy it again.
Like that
I'll tell
wasn't a
you what
mistake for you.
though. I He was so excited about his first bill, his first check, and I let him have that. Like he's been working
Right.
out with the company. Oh, I've told him, have your first month, do what you want to do with it, have fun with it. After your first month, like yo, you gonna pay me a hundred
Yep.
bucks a
Right.
Yep.
week ain't shit. Like
Yep. Yep.
my rent's $2,500 with no one helping me. Like
Woo!
nah,
God
Yep.
you
damn.
gonna nah your little $400. It's not. I don't need your money. It's the teacher,
It's
the
not. It's the
principal that
principal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you ain't
yeah.
gonna live nowhere for no $400. Like you crazy?
And
That's a
that will
fact.
get him to understand that there's something that needs to be paid every month. Like, get used to paying bills. Because I know people, grown folks, they don't pay their bills. They rent, they light,
Oh,
they
I
gas,
do.
none of
That's
that.
why my credit be on point.
Listen, I was taught when I was young that long as you pay your rent and you pay your light bill, you good. Your gas might could go off, but the light bill and the rent is very important.
Oh yeah.
Cause you could put a hot plate on or a toaster oven and shit like that and just pay your bill down or whatever. But that electricity and rent is what's important that needs to be paid.
That's
Yeah.
true.
She said my next three checks, I threw them in my desk drawer. So that reminds me, I got a check sitting in here, I gotta cash to see and was like, what the fuck? Go get a bank account, put your okay, Miss Saucy. You the only
Who?
one doing right with your money. I like that.
Who?
She was throwing her banks in the drawer. Yeah, it be people like that. I pay every time. Yeah, I pay like I do
Get down.
automatic.
Yeah, I don't even let the bill sit. As soon as I get a bill, that shit is paid right then and there.
Right, right.
That shit.
because even things like paying your utility bills late can affect your credit score, right?
Yeah,
So
Right.
exactly.
once I learned about credit and how valuable, because I went half again. So I'm in my 40s, right? So
Right.
like I'm grown, right? But I never really cared much for credit because I didn't at that time. I
Understand it.
raised two kids by myself. Like even being a chef for all those years at that time, like I didn't make great. I made enough by the grace of God. I could provide everything my kids needed, but you know, it's really hard to raise kids. So I
Yeah,
didn't
it
care
is.
about my credit,
Yep.
and I didn't try to buy something like I knew I wouldn't have the money for later. So if I didn't have the cash for it right then, I wasn't buying it. So
Right.
I
Yep.
never got caught up in like bad credit. But what happened is as I got older, I maintained that like if I didn't have cash, I wasn't buying it. And then so when it came time that I left my ex and I needed like credit to, they run your credit for apartments. And they were like, ma'am, like your credit is shit, basically. Not bad credit. I had no credit.
No credit. Right.
Yo, I took my car, I traded my car in, and I got a new car that would put me on payments. And in 2 years, like, yo, my shit is at like 783 now. I'm like, I have kicked ass getting my credit right.
Mm.
It was hard, but so worth it.
I still don't do my. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have no credit. I still don't because
It's
I don't.
important, girl. You got to work on that.
Right. I'm still like. No, what I want to do is I want to get a credit card and I want to pay my rent with it and get it automatically pulled out my bank account.
Mm.
But I'm
But
looking for um a good credit card that I can use.
Even
hey,
starting something small on a Capital One's how I started building
yeah.
mine. And then I had Discover like up my ass, like, oh, you want to pay them? Well, here, come. Now I got American Express, like, hey, girl. And I'm like, yo,
Come here.
back off. Back off.
Go to
Like,
your room.
leave me
Like
alone.
my credit right now is 6 straight. And that's not, and I
Okay.
guess that's built on my bills, the bills that I am paying. So I don't think that's credit at all. I think I gotta be above 6.
Six
Yeah.
is not bad.
I mean, you can do it, though.
No, I don't mind. I could do it. I wanna, cause I don't wanna say, oh, I don't wanna get something, and then I'm not being responsible to pay it. I'm being responsible with my bills, but somebody told me don't ever mess with a freaking credit card. But if I take a credit card that I can afford, then that wouldn't be a problem.
And that's how somebody gave me the advice when I was building mine was like, look, because I was the same. Like, I only buy what I have the money for. They were like, well, look, you're gonna buy groceries anyway. You're gonna put gas in your car anyway. You're gonna pay,
Right.
all the things you're gonna pay regardless anyway. Um, Basically, put it on that card. Take that money, and I have two separate accounts that I like, play with the money back and forth.
Right,
Take
right.
that money and put it in that account. You already know. So when the credit card bill comes in, you already have that money saved.
Yeah.
And I did that, doing my car payment and using it for like groceries and gas and things like that. And I'm telling you, girl, in 2 years' time, like, yeah, I'm happy with mine.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stop being scared. I'm gonna do that.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go to my bank and tell them what is the best card to give me. Like what? Like sit down with a teller and ask them what's a good.
Yeah, but
Um,
sometimes the bank credit cards are not the best. And if you already
no.
have a debit card with the credit on it, like you're better off going through a credit company.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you mean like a credit company? Like
I just
go
told you, Capital One is somebody who will accept you because number one, if you don't have decent credit, they're not really going to give you those crazy offers. Like
Yeah,
basically, they
you have to
they
build it
want those
up.
people they know have numbers and they're showing. So someone like Capital One, they'll take a chance and they'll be like, all right, we're gonna start you with. I think they started me with like a $500 limit because again, I had no
right,
credit, right?
Right.
So what I did was I played with that, and you never spend more than half, and you always pay it before the due date, so that way you don't hit the freaking interest as well. However,
Right.
they were like, you can have $500 or something. So I would spend probably about half, pay it off. Same thing next month. Use half of that amount, pay it off, and it shows it of charges and payments and charges and payments. And then in a couple months, now they're like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna raise you up to $1,000 instead on credit line." I'm like, "All right, cool, dude.
All
They
right.
just
So
raised
let's
me to
say
6 grand." I was like, "Yo, you gonna get me in trouble? Like, knock it the fuck off! Like,
right. Let's say
I'm
they
supposed to
give
go
you
on
6 grand.
vacation. Don't play with me."
Do you have to pay? Do you have to buy? Do you have to spend all that money? Like if they give you 6 grand, you have to spend 6 grand.
No,
No.
of course you don't have to. No.
Okay.
You would
Okay.
use it, like I said, for however you choose. Like, I'm gonna get this credit card, and I'm only gonna put my groceries and my electric payment, whatever you choose. That's
Right.
like I said. If your credit limit they give you is 500, try to stay at the minimum of half. Don't, because a lot of people will get that, spend it right up, and then they're not even gonna pay it, which further makes their credit shit. So they kind of test you a little bit. Like, are you going to use it? Are you going to use it responsibly? And they'll watch you, and as you pay it,
Yeah.
they raise it up,
All right.
and
So
your
let's say
FICO
you
score
get
will go
five
up.
hundred and you spend only 200. Are you putting the
Yeah,
whole 500, or you just putting what you spent or back?
if you have
No,
a
you
credit
put back
line of
what you.
500, you spend 200. That's like having two, the rest on standby if you should need it, but you don't. And then when your bill comes, it's only going to be for what you spent
Yeah, you never
Okay.
want
plus
to
See,
spend.
that's
interest.
my okay.
You never want to spend your whole limit anyway. You never do that.
Never. That's a red flag to them right away.
Yeah. You get the card and already $6,000 in purchases. Oh man.
Yeah, they already know, like, oh, she gonna fuck us. Like, we ain't getting that
Yeah.
money.
Just think about it like this: if you couldn't buy it without the credit card, don't buy it with the credit card.
Right. And that's what
You
I'm
feel me?
saying. Use it for things you're gonna pay for anyway.
So I'll just use it on my rent, my phone bill, and
Emergencies
my
and shit.
internet bill.
Yeah, whatever needs to get paid off it.
Because those I automatically get it pulled out my bank account. So instead of putting it on my bank account, I could say take it out my credit card. And then the credit will automatically take it out of my bank account.
Yeah.
So that would be smart. Okay, look, I learned something today. Hey, I'ma call Capital One. If you can't buy it without the credit card, you can
And you know
send it
who
to
else is really, really good with stuff like this is RP, because what she does for work too. So she's really, really great about giving advice about, like, maybe even where what company you should start with. She may have a better example.
right.
She's really good with that stuff.
I'ma speak to her. I'm definitely gonna speak. I didn't see them come on this week.
Yeah,
They
they were.
came
We
on
were
until I
just
waited for them to
on.
say it again.
When were we on?
Yeah, they were supposed to be on, I think the day before yesterday, and I never seen them on. Like I don't
They
even
were
get any
on.
notifications.
I want to say they were on yesterday. If it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. No, it was the day before. And the fellas were on last night.
Right. And I was like, okay, I keep seeing the fellas on, but I'm not seeing the women on.
They were on though I think Wednesday. They missed Monday though. You're right.
Cause I was like, okay, shit. I was like, oh shit, I gotta show them some freaking support and stuff like that.
Yo, I wish I had the day off today.
Yeah. Shit. You might hear Warren
Listen,
because I gotta take my dog a bath.
I
What
love
kind
the
of dog you got?
policeman.
You don't like his bath, so go that way. Uh-uh. You gonna make me carry you?
What kind of dog
Listen,
is
I
it?
ate her.
It's a bully.
A what?
A
A
bully.
bully.
A bully?
Yeah.
Aw.
He don't like bath times at all. Well, he don't like when I take him a bath. When my wife take him a bath, he loves that shit.
So she like he
He
like
likes
she takes
women.
her time, yep.
Yeah. And she likes the feminine touch.
And she
You
give
ready?
him extra attention,
Probably.
gentleness. Yeah, I just learned that. I'm gonna look into that information. I'm gonna do that because I was kind of afraid of the credit card, but I think that is the only way I can find myself doing credit.
That's the only
No
way you're
other
gonna
way.
be able to raise your credit. Like it legit just doesn't happen.
Right. What you mean like it doesn't happen like how? What you mean?
Like it's not. Oh well, gee, I'm 42. Where's my credit at? Because I've been paying rent and bill. That certain things don't just like you. Like even for me, I get pissed. I think buying groceries without getting no damn food stamps that should raise my credit. Because damn it, they're expensive and I don't get no help. They laugh
Right.
at me. I wish that kind of stuff would help with my credit. Like, come on, man.
I think I'm afraid to do groceries with my credit.
Wow.
The amount I spend, I'm not gonna be able to pay that back. Cause I barely gonna pay myself
Yeah.
that back. I have
Don't
to
do
sit back
that.
and be like, damn, I'ma just have to do it. Fuck it. And
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, I can only tell you just do what you can, you can pay, because that shit
Right.
can 1 month. You never know what can happen to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? 1 month could mess everything up for you. And that's how I look at stuff. Or when I'm like trying to, maybe I should go shopping and buy myself, and it's like, what if you need that freaking $500? So you never know, what could come out. So
Right. Like that could be an emergency case. All right, let's say if I get a credit card and I don't spend it at all. Is that a bad thing? Like it's just sitting there waiting for me to use it.
yeah, that's not good either. Only because they
Yeah.
actually
They can cut it off.
it can kind of even go against you, right?
Really?
Not against you, like you wouldn't owe them financially, but again, you accepted the credit and then you did nothing with it and it sat there. So it just doesn't look good on credit people, I'm telling you. And people don't realize, I didn't even realize how important credit truly, truly is. And once you understand it and how it works, like,
I still don't
shoot.
understand it. I only know that I want to use credit for a house. That's it. Other than that, I still don't understand it. That's why I never dibble dab until I learn. So I will understand it.
Well, then you definitely got to get doing something if you're trying to buy a house. Like, you have to show a history of payments and, like
Right.
I'm worthy of. I can pay back. You know what I'm saying? I've been paid back. Da, 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 da. Like it just shows a history of payment.
Right. I'm trying to see. I can only just see. I know. All right. I thank y'all for giving me that information. I really do. And thank y'all for coming up here and supporting me. I really
Of course.
appreciate it. I haven't get none of your notification food stamps. I don't know why. And if Angie, if you doing live, I'm not getting nobody
I
notifications.
never do. I always just put out
Okay.
my food shorts. Like
Right.
all the yummy ass food that nobody ever. I'm like, yo, like I be cooking my ass off. Like, but shorts they don't push out, so no one
No, they
unless.
do push out because I'm getting like 500 and something in my shorts. Like
Well,
my shorts are reaching 500 and more.
so maybe you click on my name and you go see all that good food your girl be chefing up over there.
Right. She said, "Well, bitch, press the name, okay? Press
For
it."
real. When I ain't trying to hear all that, you fucking didn't get a notification. You know my name.
Nah, I'm gonna go over there. I'm definitely gonna go over there. She said, "Yeah, they push certain ones out." You know what? I'm gonna tell you too. The videos that I be going along with let me give you an example. The one that says I drink too much and I'm pouring liquor inside the glass cup. The ones that I be going with the song, those be the ones that I see getting pushed up. Even the Uno one, the Uno just like saying, "Oh, Dad, I'm playing Uno. You don't know how to play Uno." and me and my son is playing Uno in front of the camera, and that got pushed out. So I noticed that the ones that I go along with the music, and the good music, that get pushed out a lot.
Mm. I've had some that as soon as I've posted them, like you could tell that they hit that right algorithm. But that
Right,
only has happened to me probably 5 times since I've been doing this, and I'm like
right.
always chasing that high, right? Like, come on, do it again. It,
I
it don't
pushed
happen
out
like
about
that a lot.
6 videos, huh?
It doesn't happen all the time though.
I pushed out 6 videos back to back, and all of them reached 400 shorts.
That's good.
That and those are music shorts, like um music. They even I got locked up. You know how old I got locked up,
Of course I do. I'm old, girl.
huh?
I said I'm old. Of course I know.
Right,
I don't look it, but I'm old too.
but you see how old that is. And I put a lock, like I was fixing my lock, and I showed that, and it was like I got locked up. That shit even went to 400. I believe that one is 5, and I'm looking like, so the music ones is popping, or you just like what I'm doing in a video. I'm about to check back here. So yeah, popular artists or the ones and hold on. We got this window. All right, we good. So I'm gonna end this live. I just wanted to tell everybody that there are male haters too, and I didn't know that. So that was disgusting for that man to do that to me. She got kids
Ooh.
and she
Oh
got
yeah, that
locked.
is rude.
Right, very rude.
It's mad
I just
rude.
said that was rude. I'm gonna
If you
question
ain't
the
in my
guy
bed,
tomorrow.
what do you care? Like,
Right, you just knocked my potential. He could have been my husband or the one. He was looking
mm,
good too. I was looking at him working. His muscles was flexing, and I kept staring at him. And I was like, damn, he looked mad good. And and then he did that shit to me. I was mad. So thank y'all for coming up here, Angie and
of
Food Stamps,
course.
but your name is Kung Fu.
No
What?
doubt, no doubt.
Thank you so much, guys. This is Eyes of Art. Come back again and enjoy my live. I thank y'all guys. I'm gonna put that title up with him said he said which I spent your first check on. So I think I'm gonna put that as a topic and credit card understanding. I think that's a good topic because that will get me to understand it more.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so see y'all later, guys.
All right, girl. Have a great
All
day.
right, be
You
safe,
too.
everybody.
Later.
Bye.